So the Dragon Ball Super manga chapter 42 has come out, and we're here to give a rundown of what happens in the manga with scans and a pre-translation per usual, and we'll give the post-translation when the English version comes out, except this time we actually do have some translated parts in here, so I'll include those as well of what happens in this chapter. So without further ado, let's begin. So we begin with Harley Quinn and the Joker expositing some dialogue about how Belmont and Gitchin, who is Jiren's master, used to be friends, and Belmont went to go be God of Destruction because he didn't like Gitchin's ideals of teamwork for some reason. I don't know why this information is that necessary, but maybe it'll come back to it later. But it seems like we're kind of just reiterating what we already know, that Gitchin was wanting to instill the ideals of teamwork onto Jiren. And then Gitchin was killed by a demon, so he can't be brought back to life. So I'm wondering if he was like killed by the Universe 11 equivalent of Piccolo Daimao or something like that. That's a joke. So we got Goku, Vegeta, and Jiren really going at it here, and their facial expressions really show the intensity with which they're trying to like push themselves, because all these guys are super tired out. Jiren, of course, is super tired out from his fight with complete Ultra Instinct Goku. So this is some really cool stuff here until Jiren powers up even more. And this guy's just the epitome of badassery as he trudges toward Goku and Vegeta are preparing their own blast. Goku starts doing a Kamehameha, and Vegeta starts charging up his Gamma Burst Flash technique. And if we remember, this is the technique that he used against Fused Zamasu to blow the crap out of him in the Future Trunks arc. And I actually think that this particular scene is pretty well done because it really focuses in on what's going on between only these three guys and this blast, and how much is riding on Goku and Vegeta's techniques here to just get this guy out and just defeat Jiren here. And these guys are super tired out, and there's a lot riding on them. Their universe is relying on them, except the fact that we know that Frieza is just over there watching this whole thing. And we know that Frieza shouldn't be super tired out at this point, at least not that I remember. Like, how much actual fighting and pushing himself has Frieza done in this whole tournament? Like, I feel like Frieza could just go golden and just defeat Jiren right now. But I digress. This scene with this Gamma Burst Kamehameha is freaking awesome, man. It really focuses in on the blast, and we see how big the blast is. It zooms out the camera. The paneling here is pretty cool, but the camera zooms out to where the stage is just a little speck, and the blast is going way out there. That's probably one of my favorite shots in this, as well as Jiren just running straight into the blast, just going all out. And when the smoke clears, Jiren is just standing over them. And it's like, it's over, like he did in the anime. So he decides to eliminate Vegeta here, but I thought it was kind of odd because why did he choose to eliminate Vegeta instead of Goku or both of them? Because, you know, who knows? Goku could still pop out of complete Ultra Instinct as far as Jiren knows. Because, you know, you think he would learn his lesson by now, but he decides to eliminate Vegeta. And I'm thinking, why didn't he, you know, come out of that smoke and eliminate both of these guys at the same time? Did he not have enough energy to do so? Like he could only do one at a time, or I don't know. I thought that was pretty odd. But of course, we can come up with our own explanations as to why he decided to do that. If you guys have any ideas, let me know in the comments. I'm just going to say he only had enough energy to do like a blast against one of them, and then thought, okay, I'll just push the other one out with my physical strength. So anyway, that's what he decides to do. Goku tries to punch him, but he catches his fist and just starts trying to push Goku off of the stage. And this scene, another highlight in this manga, another really cool scene, I think, was Goku sees over Jiren's shoulder a giant death ball. Now that is really cool, and he's even doing his iconic Captain Morgan's pose, except for a couple things. A, this isn't surprising whatsoever. It was really cool, but we know that Frieza's over there watching this whole fight, so it's just a matter of time in our heads that, hey, when is Frieza gonna do anything at all? So now Frieza's taking the opportunity with Jiren's back to Goku and to charge up a death ball. A second thing is, why is Frieza in his final form right here? Obviously he doesn't need his golden form's powers here to defeat Jiren at this point, because even a tired out base Goku and Vegeta are fighting Jiren here. So a giant death ball should do the trick. So Frieza has Goku put Jiren in a full Nelson, except that it's not a full Nelson, because Jiren is still able to move his arms pretty freely, but it is, I guess, stopping his movements enough so that he's still in the path of the Death Ball. But he stops it and deflects the Death Ball up in the air. Again, Goku's not doing much to stop or hinder Jiren's movements here, but he can't move out of the way, so he blocks it and deflects it upwards. However, Frieza uses this opening to fly at Jiren and Goku, going golden this time. Again, I don't know why he couldn't just straight up defeat Jiren in a straight up fight at this point, being in his golden form. He did take on, Kale, Caulifla, and Kaba pretty easily, so I wouldn't think he's that low on energy or anything like that, so obviously, if you guys can make sense of it to yourselves, that's fine. It just doesn't quite add up to me. But anyway, he flings himself at Jiren and Goku. They triple eliminate each other, but as they're falling down, 17 reveals himself to the masses, and they reveal their diabolical plan that, hey, 17 faked out his suicide, which is pretty awesome. Because I like that it was an actual plan instead of 17 realizing, oh, my suicidal, explosion didn't result in my death, and it was an accident in the anime, if we're going to compare the two. So I actually like that it was a 17's kind of strategy to fake out his destruction, and Jiren realizing this a little bit too late, even though I still don't like how Jiren seemed surprised that Frieza was still there and attacks him at the most inopportune time. So, as 17 is the last one standing, he gets a wish. And guess what he wishes for? He wishes for a boat. No, I'm just kidding. He wishes for the universes to be revived, obviously. And everybody goes along their merry way. The end to the Tournament of Power. And I guess I should mention that Jiren says he doesn't wish Gichin back to life anymore, because he's learned his lesson now. But of course, Belmont explains that the real reason Jiren wanted to wish Gichin back is because he blames himself for his death. So anyway, the end to the Tournament of Power, we start heading home. Frieza's resurrected, as he was in the anime, by Whis, because, Frieza has to be a staple of this series now. He can't be dead anymore. So pretty much, 17 gets a cruise ship from Bulma because Vegeta promises it to him, and Bulma's all mad about it. Goku mentions that 17 is just as strong as him. Frieza's going on his merry way to do his evil deeds, but Goku's going to stop him, etc., etc. Moving on to the next arc of the Dragon Ball Super manga, the Galactic Prisoner arc. We see Goku and Vegeta training in the gravity chamber while the Galactic Patrol shows up to take away Majin Buu. They get a call from Mr. Satan, and this John Lennon-looking dude is taking Majin Buu away. Goku tries to stop them, but John Lennon, appears behind Goku and blasts him with his ray gun. Is this ray gun like a super strong gun, or is it just like a stun gun of some sort? Or was Goku super heavily suppressed or something like that to get knocked out by this guy? And is this guy just super, super, super fast? Is he powerful? Very mysterious stuff here. He does the same thing to Vegeta. So I'm looking forward to what this is going to say about this guy, because a little bit later on, Goku and Vegeta go off with Jocko and they meet up with this dude. So they're probably going over why he's taking Majin Buu, and he mentions one of the old Kais. So it seems like it's going to tie back into the ancient times of Majin Buu and the Kais and all that good stuff. So definitely looking forward to where this is going. It seems like it could be a little interesting story, although it seems like it's going to be very Goku Vegeta centric again. I would like, some other characters involved. Why can't Krillin go with them, You know, 18's there. She can take care of Marin while he's gone. But I think that would be really fun instead of just having just these two guys. But we'll have to see where it goes. And of course, the post-translation review, I'll have that up as soon as I can when the English version comes out. What do you guys think? Are you more intrigued? What do you think of this chapter? Definitely an upgrade in overall quality, I think. And storytelling, obviously there's not a whole lot of story to tell here. It's just, hey, we got to wrap up the tournament, the end. Now let's get this other this other arc going. And hopefully this other arc won't feel as nearly as rushed as the debacle that is the Tournament of Power in the manga. Geez, man, that was such bad stuff, man. I just can't even. You know what? I might plan on making a rewrite of the Tournament of Power in the manga if I have time. I'm very pressed for time, so it's hard to get these videos out sometimes. But I really do appreciate you guys checking out the videos. We're all about having fun here, being laid back, trying not to take things too seriously. If I do sound like I'm super serious, I'm most likely not. It's just probably the tone of my voice. But if you're not subscribed, subscribe to the channel. Check out the other videos on the channel. Some cool anime music, Dragon Ball videos, all that good stuff. As always, thanks a lot for watching and take it easy. So the Dragon Ball Super manga